UNESCO itself calls the safeguarding of this heritage, by which it means is not only the documentation, but its encouragement and the continuity of its transmission. That is, a generation which is a knowledge bearing generation passes it on through its own methods to a following generation. And this, to my mind, needs to be done on terms that are only of the communities and no one else's, which means that you don't call experts to say, the community, you have this and this is how you should do it, and you have to follow our convention, and if you follow our convention, then you can consider it being done. I thought these are impositions, and that is when I began to find it beginning to be a struggle to work under the constraints of these impositions.
Give me an example for a little better understanding.
I will. I realize this is I'm speaking in theory. If you are a basket maker, let us say in Cambodia, and you come from a basket making community, you use a particular kind of bamboo which happens to grow on the riverbank about 10 miles upstream, and you are used to that. And along comes a UNESCO cultural convention and says that, look, we think that your knowledge, because you're making these wonderful baskets which have a different shape and appearance, are a knowledge system by itself. We would like you to describe this, what it is, but we are giving you a format to use to describe it.
I don't understand. So we would just document
Correct.
what they are doing and how they are doing it.
But that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
Okay.
What happens is that the local administration and the community are trained in the use of a format that is of actual form with prescribed questions, that these are the questions to be asked and these are the answers to be expected, all of which together form a description which can then be termed and understood and accepted as a description by the cultural convention. And this to me was a imposition, because you are asking for a description but not in that gentleman's language, and you are not asking him to describe it in an open-ended, free-flowing way that he would normally do.
Exactly. So that was my question. Why not just document it like this on video?
Precisely.
Or make them just follow their daily lives and see what they're doing, and that's documentation.
So I think this is one of the fundamental inconsistencies of between the mission and the action.
So how do they do it? So what does the form say which is different from the free-flowing
documentation? Well, you won't believe it, but there used to be workshops conducted in those countries to train people simply how to use the form, never mind the description. And at that point, having done 2 or 3 of these, I realized that, look, this is going anywhere except where it should be going. Why are we even doing this?
Why do they do this?
Well, they do it, partly I think because of this cataclysmic ineptitude that I referred to earlier, which makes them very resistant to any suggestion for change. I mean, however practical that change is that comes from the grassroots. And then what you referred to was this, is this some dimension of the evil design? And more lately, I have to say I have leaned more towards the evil design part of it, because I can't see why you should continue to do this when I and others like me have given you ample evidence of why you should not, because it interferes with the very articulation of the identities of these folks.